All right, y'all, we are back here at Cumberland Caverns near McMinnville, Tennessee. We're going to go off tour today and go see some stuff in this cave. There's over 27 miles of cave here. If you want to come check it out, go to their website. So if you visit this cave, this is the normal tourist route that you would take, but we're gonna not show a lot of this and just show what we get to see off trail today. So there's the famous chandelier right there. There's a lot of history on that chandelier. That's really beautiful.
I mean, it was always kind of known about, but the big push was probably in like the 40s and early 50s. 53, they made the connection between the two caves, and that's when they started excavating out the meat grinder and opening it up for tours. They opened in.
Is that what that was back there?
Yeah,
or
so
was it an entrance? That
one of the passages we walked through right after that little trickly waterfall, that was all excavated out. Before it was this tiny squeeze through breakdown. Took them a few hours. Supposedly took them a few hours to get through. Now it takes us like a minute to walk through.
Wow.
Really cool shark tooth. Oh, look at the wall.
Where's it at?
Right here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. You'll get it.
Wow, that's awesome. Color on it. And coating, and it's everywhere.
Prehistoric entrance. Oh, that's interesting right there. Those marks.
Bear claw. Yeah, you can tell.
What is it?
Lynx bones. 20,000-year-old
Wow.
lynx.
So, what bone from that? Was there a skull here or something else that they were able to identify?
I don't know, to be honest.
It just looks really hard to.
Can't tell it's a lynx.
From just that.
Maybe there's teeth.
Yeah, maybe. They could probably do DNA testing.
Yeah.
And a
maybe. Yeah, if there were teeth
And the label.
or skull. So what? 25,000-year-old lynx remains here in this cave. Do not disturb bones.
This says lynx bones, 20,000 years old right there.
Right there.
I was seeing it. That looks like that was a.
No.
Probably not
It's like
good.
20,000-year-old lynx.
Yeah.
I bet it's salty.
Got some good bear teeth.
Check out this really, really cool ceiling right here, y'all. Wow, that's really, really cool.
Those are pretty though.
That is really neat.
Wow, this is cool looking.
How that is formed right there too. And you've got some gypsum right here as well. We're gonna go down there.
If you go right here.
So this is a potential lead here in the cave. We're just checking it out. And while the guys are checking that out, you can tell this was once filled with water in this room. July 4th, 1956 is the day that Cumberland Caverns officially opened for tours. That's really cool on the ceiling. What causes that on? Is that stromatolites?
No, it's
No?
some kind of calcite growth. I just it's like it formed. My probably wrong guess is that it like formed in layers as the bedding planes were separating or something. But
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
The whole thing is I guess like travertine is what you call it, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder if it was just an entire layer, and when it broke away from the ceiling, maybe there were some pieces that were a little better
preserved.
and so it just kind of pulled apart the weakest points.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
left some weird
interesting.
stuff. I don't really.
So there's a layer right here that we were just looking at. I know there's a lot of different theories out there other than geology on what that could be. So I thought it would just be interesting to show that layer.
I believe so. I mean, I believe that I've seen this in a lot of cases.
It's pretty interesting.
So this is a pretty famous rock in the cave. It's got a lot of historical signatures on it. It's called the Rock of Ages. Let's go check it out.
There's some signatures from like the 60s, and said it. I figured it had to be from, Nickajack Dam, so I sent it to some managers over there, but they couldn't find out. They couldn't figure out who it was.
There's a Tom Bar. So this was like a sacrificial rock.
Yeah, this was like.
Oh yeah, there is an old
Rocket from Huntsville.
NSS logo right there. Huntsville Grotto. Bunch of cans and stuff that have been left here many years ago.
And a flashbulb.
Yeah, a gigantic flashbulb.
Huge.
There's plenty of room up there. They just couldn't reach.
We'll put ours up there. Who's got my carbide? I don't know. It's kind of like, oh, don't put your name on something. No graffiti, and then here we are.
It's historical.
Yeah.
Slowly. Yeah, that big old piece fell out from up there a long, long time ago. Some nice formations right there. Really pretty. Look at that big old piece of breakdown. Look above your head, Brian, at that big piece of breakdown just hanging there. Really pretty. Big popcorn on these walls here. Right here. That's called popcorn. Cave popcorn. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is all gypsum.
One of our adventure tours ends coming through that big room we were just in, and then out the way we came in.
So
but everything here, since we just dropped down over there, is all off trail.
take care of
Oh,
the
that
big
popcorn.
signature slab.
Yeah, that's like the big.
So you do go to that?
How that rock just fell. There's some gypsum flowers forming around that one.
Oh, in that. Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure through that
We'll scoop it up.
there's a
Dot right there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skinny people hole.
Look at that big old piece of chert coming in there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of chert layers in this gypsum. It's really cool how it kind of just formed around it.
There was, I don't remember where exactly it was in here, but you came up on.
Just somebody's signature there in this passage. Pretty cool ceiling here too.
Small ones. Come on. Blue screen like
there's
this.
a bunch of them.
Oh, I mean, we've got.
Those right there. Those are gypsum needles.
I just like a dry passage. We got.
That's great.
Right there.
No telling how.
It's really pretty too.
A lot of the stuff, a lot of needles. They took their time and actually placed the needles to the side as they were going.
I'm sure there's still places too that are like.
There's all kinds of sparklies in the rock. Some really cool anastomosis right there. That gigantic rock right there. What in the world?
I'm gonna go up and shake that.
Look at that rock. What is holding it? There's a formation over here called the Note Flower. Let's go check it out.
Just stay on the trail.
Sparkly, but there's no big curls or anything.
Really nice. That's a really big gypsum flower right there.
Big-ish.
A funny
It's a little cool pocket right there. Look at all this gypsum right there. Look at the inside of the gypsum. Wow, that's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
There's some more gypsum flowers.
Virgin Avenue, no, I'm kidding. Right down there in the pit.
Oh, okay. It's not bad. I mean, I can step down right there.
Look at that. Really cool pattern in the rock there.
Now I gotta get back out.
There's some more needles right there.
I want to do it again.
So yeah, you definitely don't want to go to the right.
I can tell. Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying not to make it like, because I think Brian behind me is going to send it. Try.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, he didn't even hesitate. He's just like, whoo!
Webbing.
I love this pocket of like snowball.
Oh, that's cool.
It's called.
Snowball.
Oh, wow, that's really neat.
That's pretty cool. Ooh.
The little passage has got
Got some little bits of boxwork in the cave here and there too.
crystals
I think,
all over it.
I think Kelly got to see the box work when we were here last time. That's cool.
It's really cool.
Flowers on the wall there.
The camera is really not showing all the sparklies, though. It's showing some, but just not. I think this is a passage down here called the sewing room. Sounds like there might be, oh yeah, lots of gypsum needles. I see them already. There are tons and tons of gypsum needles in here, y'all, just everywhere. This is why it's called the sewing room. Look at all of these. Look at all of those needles. There's literally hundreds of them here, like pickup sticks. Just for scale, there's my hand. Look at all those needles. Look at all of them.
Sometimes though, you'll see these little like mud claws, and you'll actually
They're
see them
everywhere in here. How do they grow?
I don't know.
Wow, there's some really cool ones there.
Precipitation out
Look
of
at that.
solution. Most likely to grow like that.
It's going to be growing from the whatever substrate it's going to be pushing itself out.
Look at that. Everywhere. Look at that. Look at that.
There's various places like further out where I can feel little hints of.
I haven't been to this room here. I think I would remember.
Find out.
That's pretty neat right there.
That's a horn pool right there.
Oh yeah, that is.
Oh yeah.
That one right there.
I don't see that normally where I'm at. Like not at my part of the platform. Do you? Do we see that? It's normally washed out. This cave's older, and I think our stuff's more young. Some of them more dry formation stuff versus the closer you probably got to where we came in, we were seeing more like flow stones and things.
What an amazing passage. This is all just covered with these needles, y'all. Everywhere. Definitely got to stay on the trail.
I don't remember it.
It was one area I had considered going, so.
Look at that. Just gypsum, gypsum, gypsum.
Yeah, look at here. Just when you're hungry.
Really pretty chandeliers right there.
The Indians used it a lot.
Look at that. Super pretty. There's another one right there. Really, really pretty. It's like spar crystals. Oh wow, yeah, that one right there too. Look at that. Look at that little nest. Needles.
You're in Wisconsin?
We're in a pretty big passage here.
I was just in Wisconsin a couple months ago.
It says out that way, man. Yeah.
It's a pretty big room. It's like a big junction. Lots of different ways to go. Came from that way over there.
Kind of like.
Maybe we have to go back to the first
I guess when they were surveying, is there anything written in it? Who knows how long that's been in here.
Very much.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you quickly get into this kind of stuff.
Really cool passage. Good ceiling there.
But I think it's just us moving.
No, I think there is some airflow. No, but
Oh yeah.
There's some needles just sitting there.
wow, look how goodness is big.
Yeah.
There's another one there. Oh yeah, nice needle right there. And this is interesting. This chert. These chert layers.
Something. Haven't quite figured it out yet.
It's a little smallish.
Oh yeah, that's a tight hole for sure.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's a little awkward. Oh, and then you gotta go that way. Try not to get kicked in the face.
A little sharp. All the gypsum. Pretty cool.
Go back out and pass it. It's a pretty good flower.
1956, this is when this room was discovered. That's what we came out to.
That's exactly what that is, though, isn't it? It looks like it.
Wow, look at that there. That is so pretty. Nice. Look at that there.
Oh, wow.
Look at this passage. It's just covered. Covered. It's worth it.
Yeah. Goodness.
Pretty white.
This is just a big chemistry set.
Oh yeah.
We could do a picture in
That's
here.
a crazy looking flower right there.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Jason, we need to do a picture in here.
Yeah.
The camera.
Get all this. Absolutely
You said
beautiful.
birthday suit. You said cave suit.
Oh. Well, if you want it in your birthday suit, I mean, I'll guess I'll take it for you.
True.
It's pretty neat how that is
Okay,
breaking
well,
off
get
right
there.
there. Let's take a picture of it. Check this out.
Huh.
It's so cool. That is massive right there. Such a really cool passage. Just pretty stuff everywhere. Very, very fragile.
Sun bottom of the yard.
Look at that. Look at that.
I got a program. Some crazy looking cave chances. I mean, this just ruins people.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Yep.
RC and JC. Rough country.
So this is the date that this room was discovered.
They've gotten pictures of that.
Look at all of that gypsum all over that wall. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at all of that. Am I in your way? Look at that. This one's like a complete curl right behind you. Make sure you check that out.
Up there. That's why I want to go sit where it's flat.
Look at that. So somebody was here in 1953. Something really interesting on the ceiling right
Yeah, we
there.
could be the first ones to go that way.
BB.
Nobody's ever
Not
been
sure
that
what
way.
that is.
Yeah, it's Virgin.
Where to go now?
We going that way?
Yeah.
We're going that way.
We were just making fun of the arrows in this cave, how they look like something else. So we believe this may be some sulfur up here. Oh yeah, right here. Look at that. Definitely looks like some sulfur.
Yeah.
There's some more sulfur on the wall there. And we're gonna come around this corner here. Look at that right there. So there's some blue celestite on the wall here.
Here's potentially some too.
Look at that.
Let's think it.
Yeah, there's some
Because this kind of does that little kick out right there.
Really cool.
So I put a little mud here.
Don't see that in a lot of caves.
some good pieces. Like these little tiny like needles.
Needles,
of it.
yeah. It's pretty.
Wow.
Like that's some pretty looking specimens right there.
Oh yeah, look right here. Look at that.
Oh, here's the other side of that.
And that. Look at that. It's really cool. It's kind of following this vein here. Look at it. It's all, this blue celestite is all through here.
Wow. Big pop.
Another one of those arrows. Tell me what you
The pit
think.
this morning, and then that would be. Look, that looks like chalk right there. Or
So this passage is called Dark Alley because the ceiling is really dark. Darker than the rest of the cave, actually.
Spot right through here. Like exceptional dripping.
Right there. Oh yeah, that goes.
Oh yeah, quite the climb down.
What does that mean?
what's the name of it?
Interesting
Maybe less stable than-
formations on the wall here.
Oh, it's
So,
calcite, yeah.
It's calcium carbonate. The
Yeah,
same,
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
crystal or the same chemical.
This wall is just completely covered with it.
Due to the environment.
Top.
Yeah.
It makes it round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got that.
I think it looks.
And then it almost like turns into rock.
It's all on this wall.
I think I need to get some wide awake gloves on it in here.
Yeah, it's got like some. Like,
Porous,
like,
kinda
it almost
porous,
looks like,
yeah.
like a bubble popped right there.
That mud right there.
You know, it's really.
We're looking at these, the ceiling here.
You can literally see where.
Look at that, all those marks on the ceiling.
That's a station, I guess.
What would have caused those?
Hello, yeah.
Pressure formation and stuff, like crystals like this. Like spark crystals. Oh, look at that. Those are
Look
neat.
at that.
Now I get excited about that. That's really cool.
That's what it looks like.
I'd like to survey 1,000 people.
Yeah, the mud.
I'm gonna make it really like In here, this is pretty big cave. But you don't have to do much of a running.
Does it go off of this little spot around this little
I'm telling you, y'all. What do you think?
That's weird.
Mud and stuff?
Yes, very weird stuff.
Interesting rock right there. All this actually is.
Huh? What it feels like?
There's that big around about that thick. This thing, like 3 inches in front of my face.
I had a buddy of mine get hit in a helmet. Weird and rare.
Yeah, is it mud?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think this is all solid.
Huh.
You know who found a lot of cave around here was, other than Marion, but Bill Walter.
Oh, yeah.
The ceiling right there.
He's told me some places.
Look at that.
He's got more cave. Prolific caver.
It,
What's the date with the
58 looks like.
I thought it was 53.
Well, I think it's an 8. Though.
No, see the 30?
It's like somebody tried
See
to
the
wipe
Oh,
it
everything
off.
else is 53 around here, so that would make sense. And then there's no one they put 54.
Look at this ceiling here. Like a little mini rotunda room.
Okay.
That ledge around the top up
National
there.
Grotto over there.
HML.
Up there.
Yeah, that like the around the edge of it, that lip.
That's where you rig in and do the rumble room.
Yep.
I don't think
Oh, it connects? Wow.
Look at the.
Really neat dome room. I'm gonna do a picture. Check this out.
All the rock.
There's passage down there.
Yeah, I'd love to get into this stuff, but even at the low end over there, you're still like 45, 50 feet above it.
Little balls up there, look like pearls. Huh. They're in the pockets.
Like maybe it's everywhere, but that's where the water came through.
I mean,
Or
it looks
no,
like it's
water.
in this,
In this stuff.
these little seams
The
here.
water deposited it there. Yeah, it's
Interesting
Look
ceiling.
at this.
Mhm.
Here we go.
I don't think that's the same, is it?
I don't
Might
know.
have been like a just softer layer
Maybe.
of deposit.
There's like not much, it just comes in right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a little small. Oh, it's peeled off.
That right
Yeah,
there.
we gotta have one expendable crew member, right?
That's deep. Look at that
Going
gilling
right away, sir.
Look at all this here. Right there. It's just peeled off and fallen to the ground. There's a whole bunch more.
Yeah. Where I was down on the pedestal.
Lots of crystals right there. It's really pretty.
What do you call it? The uvula. That's the uvula.
The holes in it.
That's what it is.
What a wonderful trip this has been, y'all, into Cumberland Caverns off trail. Make sure you come check this out. It's the largest show cave in Tennessee. That ceiling is really cool through this passage right here. Look at that. Really unique.
Handline. I think that was his name.
Star room and the Davis Dome. That's where we just came from. We're gonna go this way.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big room over here that we just came into. We came from that way.
Probably right down.
I think those have been brushed off a few times.
If felt for us, probably not.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, have it.
Do you want it?
See if it'll do it.
See if anything glows under the black light. Oh, no, not
Well,
really.
there's
A little bit.
A little, but not
there's
really.
some
Not-
stuff.
It's not like the
Yeah.
cow's like, oh, there's something down there going on pretty good.
Look at this, y'all. Look at that.
Those
Look at that.
millipedes, you know,
So
you see out
fragile.
there in the summer, they glow like
Oh, they're
crazy.
awesome. They look like something out of Tron.
Oh, I remember this one because didn't we run up? We had to run back up this one.
Squat on your feet.
Come on down, honey. I got you.
Some crystals right there. All the walls in here are sparkling. Don't know if you can really see that on camera.
Cornflakes.
So again, there's more than 27 miles of passage here.
Everything is frosted.
Are you talking about caves?
Oh yeah, look,
Right
there's
here, like,
there's
just mud.
needles growing out of the rock.
Exactly. What's the mud?
No, it's mud.
Yeah. So
Or
some
mud.
of it must have something dissolved in it, I guess.
Look at that.
Or like moisture in the air.
Yeah. Probably how porous the rock is too.
Yeah. Well, it's mud. Because I know, but I've been in a cave where we lived that was so muddy when we surveyed.
The gypsum crust there that fell.
Tom Barr's little initial was C.
Oh, it could be. That could be. That's.
You can see the sparklies on the wall there.
I've seen these before.
So these are the Pope and the Bishop's hats up here.
Wow.
It was like this stuff that
Yeah,
fallen down.
All that is gypsum crust that is falling off the wall here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a lot of gypsum crust. There's a bunch more gypsum crust.
I've seen that name before too.
There's some signatures there.
Dead end. That goes to Crystal Palace.
On the roof to get back there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is neat. That rock. Little shears in it.
And then the mud.
Giant waves and walls and huge skeleton.
Could have been.
Because we had to kind of pinch it out, and there's some little,
Cave
little
cricket.
plants and stuff. So, I mean, right here, it's right turn. But there's all this stuff
Look at
that's
all
kind of,
that. It just ends.
yeah.
That's not filled in here. Oh yeah.
That makes me wonder. I
Mmm.
really want to go back to.
It's a little bit of a reverberation in the ceiling there.
Go towards the Tipperary.
We're just admiring this this wall here.
Place I've seen this.
Got some really big popcorn there. Look at that.
There's like another 6 or 7 miles of cave past that spot.
Man, they just
Actually just see all kinds of
40-foot
gypsum
It's like
needles.
you're in this belly crawl, and then it's just all of a sudden.
Trying to walk down here, but look how big this passage is. Goes all the way up there. Look at that.
Oh, is it just vacant land?
Just looking at that right there. Kind of interesting up there. That's really pretty. Some pretty formations up here. It's really beautiful. Some really cool formations in that pool of water there. Look at that. Look at those. That is really, really strange how that formed. That's really cool. It's really pretty. So that looks like some kind of weird face in the wall right there. What do y'all think? Look at this here, how it's just formed. That is so cool.
Can't see up there, but it looks cool right there.
They look like little mushrooms almost growing off of this flowstone like that.
Have you been in that cave in Missouri? That's big. That's big. You don't get it.
It goes down, goes back up the other side, and then you get maybe like 100 feet of passage in.
Right there, I saw it glowing.
Whoa, that's cool. I have a good picture of that.
Over here, man.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You can see these drip spots on the ground too.
Well, let me charge it up.
Yeah.
I feel like you can tell where it's getting cleaner water and like the muddier water because some of it doesn't glow.
The more pure.
Yeah.
Look at the hell out of this.
That's pretty neat.
We might take one more we'll just go on with that. Tempted to take a little trip to the Grand Block hike on the way back.
Looks like a
Oh yeah, that's like over a foot long. That is a gypsum needle right there.
Wow, look at that we're going through. Yep.
Oh,
This is where you need to be careful.
definitely watch where you
Yeah,
step.
that would be like.
All this.
Pretty useful.
wow. Look at that big crescent shape.
Oh yeah, that is a.
Wow.
It's like a
Rather than
gypsum
breaking these in the
claw.
Yep. Yes, sir.
The gypsum right
I
there.
guess I'm gonna go this way.
It just peels off and falls to the ground. Look at all those needles. Look at that one there. Sticking out right there. This whole passage is just covered with gypsum.
Everything's sparkling.
It is very sparkly in here.
Close your eyes at night and you'll just see sparkly passing.
Look at the ceiling right here.
Oh, I think
Interesting.
that might be a little bit in there. It says the catacombs, but I'm not sure if it actually connects into.
This is cool.
Little holes in the ceiling here. Pretty cool ceiling in here. Check that out. Jason, did you see the ceiling back here? It's really cool. All right, we're starting to make our way back out of this cave.
It makes it hard though.
It does because
That's kind of like
anything could go or not go.
All right, we're just coming back to the tourist trail here.
Mommy?
Here on this site, an explorer stood more than 200 years ago. Stood, then kneeled, then crawled along narrow passages. Embraced by rocks that hugged him from all sides. A single torch cutting a swath of light through the inky darkness.
Whoa. Wow, look at the embers on the ceiling.
We dwell in despair. I will never give up on hope. We've just crossed the Hall of the Mountain King, the largest room in our cave. You're likely familiar with the name, which is one of the most famous orchestral pieces of all time. As he was plotting the course, he felt a cold blast of air coming from a rock. He had found the entrance to a cave. His curiosity got the best of him.
My head strikes a rock just inches above me. I scream for help, but who can hear my cries underneath the earth? On the high ledge, I try to steady myself, but the torch slips from my hand.
The passage have been mapped and explored so far, but we have yet to investigate every dark corner. In the far reaches of our cave, dedicated and experienced explorers continue to push the limits to see how far Cumberland Caverns really goes, to uncover its magic and majesty. You are now a part of this adventure. What will you discover in the depths of Cumberland Caverns? More important, what will you discover about yourself?
All right, y'all. We are starting to make our way back out of this cave. We're back on the tourist trail. We'll be back at the entrance in no time. It's a very, very pretty show cave. Definitely well worth the visit if you've never been here before. They also offer a lot of different off-trail adventure tours for the public. Yep. There is the volcano room again. That chandelier over there. That's pretty neat. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the trip today off tour at Cumberland Caverns. If you like my content, which is outdoor recreation, mostly caving here in the heart of TAG, which stands for Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia, make sure you like and subscribe for more. And hey, y'all, if you want to come see a cave, come check out Cumberland Caverns.
Oh God, I can already feel it. Hey y'all?
I can smell it.
Oh, this smells it.
It's probably like 40 degrees out there, or probably in the 30s actually. It was 40s when we came in.
I'll be ice on it. It looks like ice.
Oh my good gravy. Whoa, it's just sucking in air.
Yeah, this is the only place you really